hello, Delhi. Thank you for coming to the first Impact Summit focused on applying blockchain's capabilities to tackle global challenges from financial exclusion to transparency failures that allow for human rights abuses and environmental destruction to remain unseen. This is a summit focused on some of the world's biggest challenges. And the reason that we're doing this is because we believe deeply, with deep conviction, that blockchain can drive real-world impact in some of the world's most troubled areas. You know, there are 1.7 billion people on this planet who are unbanked, most of whom are women. There are supply chain failures that allow for those human rights abuses, particularly among children in some parts of the world, to remain unseen. And we are talking about getting folks that have been locked out of the system simple and secure access to money in markets which can create seismic economic ripples. And this is why we're here. That's the thing about technology. All the things I've talked about, whether it's financial exclusion or environmental degradation, or the way people are locked out from things that maybe the rest of us take for granted. And technology itself can be used for a variety of things, right? And it's what you choose to do with it. A smartphone can be used to remotely detonate a device designed to destroy a life, or it can be used to connect people in some of the most remote parts of the world with access to the health care they need. A person can manipulate ones and zeros to drain the bank accounts of innocent people and naive people. But that same person can also write code that can bring a child to literacy because the code she writes is so dynamic, so inferential, and so clear. That same technology can be used for wildly different purposes because at the end of the day, technology is morally neutral. It's what we choose to do with it that matters. And so, you know, we choose at Algorand to invest in those entrepreneurs, those builders who are daring enough to believe that the technology that underpins our entire ecosystem is something that can be used as a force for good in this world, for the planet that we inhabit, and for the most marginalized people among us. And that's the purpose of this Impact Summit, is to draw attention to those people building in a way that supports the common good. And it's a moral good, and that's what we believe deeply at the Algorand Foundation. So I want to welcome you, and I want to say to you, look for the panelists that are up here over the course of the next 2 days. If you hear something interesting and you want to engage, please find them in the halls, talk to them, talk to folks at the Algorand Foundation about what we do, what our goals are, what our objectives are. And what I think you'll find that the folks that are speaking these next 2 days are extraordinary people, not least because everything they do in terms of what they're building is to do something that is larger than their own self-interest. Again, they're working for the common good, using technology to reach that good. So please search them out, ask them questions. And so thank you for coming. And I am happy to welcome to the stage our CEO, Stacey Warden, who has impact kind of deeply embedded in her own DNA. So Stacey,